Yeah, it isn't one where you can have a whole bucket list of calls defensively because they do so much, and it's a unique offense that you're going to have to make sure your eyes are in the right spot. And so we have to have enough, right? You have to have enough where you can play certain type of coverages, certain type of fronts, have enough to bring some pressure, but you're not going to have your normal call sheet that you would going into a game where you're playing with quote unquote a typical offense. And so you got to have enough to keep them off balance and to change the look and the plan of attack for their offense. But you can't paralyze your defense because, again, velocity is what matters, and our guys have to be clear on what they're asked to do.
A lot with the kicking situation. I'm curious, you've got recurring instances, obviously, as you covered 2 games in a row now and multiple kicks and multiple kickers. So how much of what you've seen these last couple games is isolated to games, and how much of this are you seeing in practice, during the week?
Yeah, most of it's game. They're never perfect in practice. I mean, some days they are, right? We kick 2 times a week, and it's been pretty good in practice, but that doesn't mean anything if we're not doing it in the game. And so there has to be a process of translating what we're doing in practice to the game. And that's why I say a lot of it is mental. There's a technique to it, right? There's a technique to kicking a football, but there's a human element. When all of a sudden you're out there on Saturday, that can mess with your mind, mess with your head, and get you to revert back to a technique that isn't producing consistent results. So we have to really have a plan of attack for the human element that happens on Saturday. There's added pressure, and it's easy to say, don't feel the pressure, don't worry about the pressure. Like I would tell them, like, who cares? But it's easy to say that, it's really hard to do. And we have to continue to equip them with tools that helps them in that moment, right? And we can try to simulate it in practice. I can yell and scream at them. That's a way to simulate pressure, that the coach is going to yell and scream at you. But that has nothing, that's not even close to what's really the pressure probably they feel when they got to make a field goal, and especially after you've missed some. And so it's a challenge, but we got to fix it, and we got to work at it and attack it, and we're going to do that. We are doing that.